Okay, good morning, everybody. How are you all doing today? So we're going to do some more ice mining today. You're all welcome to join in. And little caveat, though, 1500 Eve time, my ships dock up. I've got another war deck that I just discovered this morning, right before I started the show, that is starting at that time, and it's in fact the same person that was griefing on the last show. So where we did, I don't know if we were doing mining or not, but I think we were. So anyway, it doesn't give us a whole lot of time. It gives us about less than 3 hours, and so anyway. If you X up in live shows, I can get you into the fleet. Plan to bring something tanky, or you may be dead. Ever thought of hiring MC? What is MC? Don't know what MC is. Oh, and you'll notice that my cursor, using a new mouse, so that I can see the cursor on here. Mercenary Coalition. Yeah, I don't know. It really is. It's just one person. He just happens to be probably the best griefer I know in real life. So, which is, kind of sad, but it's what he gets off on. So, what can I say? Okay, so let's see here. Just checking a couple things. So let's see in live shows. Start getting okay. Start adding people to fleet here. So X up in live shows, LIVESHOWS, and then get the location. Yeah, I've known him for about 3 years. Met him in the game. Oh yeah, so I boosted my text to 150 percent, and so expect that that there will be a spy in here. Just everybody just needs to expect to get griefed. And so, that's just the way you have to plan on this. And we're going to be mining in two systems. One has 2 spawns of ice. The other one has 3. They're very close to each other, and they also one of them can be very hostile. So, yeah. Okay. And so, and unfortunately, one thing I'm coming to realize is that starting these in right after server up, what happens is that that the many of the spawns happen right at server up. So hopefully we don't run out and then start having to travel all over the place. Oops. There we go. Shepard and Keb, you both have talk rights. Okay, let's see here. Looks like who's got anyone that I need someone with leadership 5. Let me turn on free move. Need someone with leadership 5 to hop into squad 1 lead. Okay. Yeah, bigger in blue. I changed my cursor. In Twitch chat, exclamation point YOLO mouse for the application I'm using. Yeah, and in YouTube, I guess you just have to Google YOLO mouse. Okay, and then if we have a second person that has leadership 5, hop into squad 2 in top position of it. So, okay, let's see here. I'll head out here and start giving a boost. I think, let's see if all of you have seen the system. Probably take you all a minute to get here, but there it is. Yeah, so that's the meeting place. Sorry it's kind of far away. This just looked like the best area this time. Person went offline. Okay. Well then. Can't help that much, can I? YOLO Mouse has a picture of Marky Dragon eating a sandwich. No, it doesn't. I was just there this morning and set it up. If it does, I'm not aware of it. Uh-oh. Why? There we go. Wow. That undock was brutal. What's going on here? I did get a warning earlier that my cache... There was a problem with my cache in the game. Yeah, I'm totally having some sort of problem here. What's going on? It's my whole system. Hey, let me see if I can find out what's causing my problem here. I have nothing that is... I have nothing that's maxed out. Very strange. Okay, so the thing that I just added was YOLO mouse here. Let me kill that. Let me break out my cores and look at my cores here. I have 6 cores on this machine. Nope. Alright, so... yeah, it shows me nothing here is freaking out. Alright, next... I'm gonna kill one of my clients. I got 3 clients going. I wonder if I've run out of video memory. Running at 4K, I suppose it's possible. Problem is, I need to run multiple clients here. That was it. Shit. Can you believe that? I'm running out of fucking video memory. First world problems of 4K. Oh. Once at once? If that's the case, that is so disappointing. Literally, both of these cards have 4 gigs of memory. $980 Ti. Quad Titans? Shit. Who has the money for that? Titans, you know, the new Titans are $1,000 each. Hello, Sean. Okay, so... Damn. You know what? Okay, so you know one of the things I identified was I needed to add another monitor. Because, I wasn't able to do everything. Oh wait, I have the 6 gigabyte 980 Ti. I have whatever the highest, the 689, or the 980 Ti should be 6 gigabyte. And then the 980 is 4 gigabyte, I think. I don't know. You know what? It's whatever the highest amount of memory that was offered with them. So, Delta Roy asking what mic I'm using. That's a really hard question to answer. It's all pro mic stuff, like stuff you'd find in a recording studio. Not something you buy over the counter. I got a mixer board and everything. Today I'm just gonna wallow in my shit. The 980 Ti and 980 don't run together? Yes, they do. They're working just fine. Now, I don't know if I have enough slots to do 3 like 980 Ti's. I'd have to look. I don't think so. I can do 2 of them and SLI them. I don't think I can do 3 in this. That'd be a computer upgrade. And for that kind of shit, I'm gonna have to like get some computer manufacturer to sponsor me or something, because we're talking thousands of dollars. All right. Okay, so my other ship that's giving boosts, I guess maybe he doesn't need to run on here. Cab, you're bringing your Orca booster with links. Okay. Could donate a few thousand Monopoly money. Oh, Runzen says, mind me asking what you think will happen when the CFC war ends? I think that
you, sir, rock.
Thank you to whoever purchased from the store. I think that that CFC is just crumbling. And the article that came out yesterday is so damning on the Mittani. It shows him to be a total fucking nut job in real life. I posted it in Discord in the EVE Online thing. If a mod wants to go in there and find that and link it. Reddit is tearing him apart. I think that Goons may collapse over this. So one of the mods will pop in and in Discord grab that link and post it there in Twitch and YouTube. International Business Times interviewed Alex, the guy who is Mittani.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, it didn't give Eve any love either in that article, but that's okay because we all know what Eve is. So we know why we like it. We know what's special about it and everything. Okay. I think I might... Gosh, what happens if I disconnect and I'm the fleet leader? Okay. Let's see here. I'm gonna give fleet over to what do I do? Just give it to one of my other guys and then I can load this character up on another machine here. This is just getting really kind of screwed up. I can't believe that I can't run enough So, yeah, I'm going to do my best on all of this. Yeah, we like it because it's hard, and people who don't play it don't necessarily get it. We promote someone else to boss. Okay, let me just do that. And I'm going to switch that character to a different machine. In fact, I'm going to go... Yeah, I'm gonna go get my laptop. So I'll be right back. Wow, that sound is lovely, isn't it? Boy, I tell you, I'm experiencing all kinds of challenges with this 4K upgrade. That popping noise means that this may very well the capture card's having problems. Yeah, that popping sound, that's my new capture cards. When that happens, it's about to crash the video. I don't know. I think that this may sound really crazy because, they're 4K capture cards, but I think I'm sending too much data at them. Or the cables are not keeping up with the data. This is why I wanted to go to DisplayPort instead of HDMI for 4K, and for the capture cards. Let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna make someone else boss here for just a moment. I'm launching up my other machine here. Creedon supports the stream. Thanks to the show and all the work that goes with it. Have a good weekend. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate the support. Still working on the font to get that font come up better. It just doesn't. Okay, let's see here. Head over to another asteroid. Whoa. That's really interesting. I reconnected and am I still in fleet? Shit, where's my fleet stuff? It's really interesting. As I reconnected, all my modules are still running, and I connected on a different machine. That's pretty cool. That's the first time I've ever done that. Okay, should have boosts going again. Check and make sure. No. Why is the boost not working right? Because Sean's not here? Is Sean... Yeah, he is. Why are the boosts not working? Okay. So I've got this right. The main guy is Wing 1, who has all of the skills necessary to provide everything below. And Sean, you have leadership 5. Recycle the links. Okay. Yeah, let me recycle all these modules here. It was kind of strange that I connected up and I was still okay. Did that make a difference? Yes. Okay. There we go. That's working. That was the answer. Okay, so now I can bring on this other account to pick everything up. Man, I tell you, the logistics of all of this. Oh, Dirk.
Connecting.
Okay. I guess I have to add him to fleet. So much organization with all this.
Warp drive active.
Okay, so if you're wanting into the fleet, let's see here. I got to bring up live shows on this computer. I don't have it on this one. It connects up in live shows, and get you in. We're kind of forming the fleet. Just join up, and then you can find out where we're at, or a few jumps out for from Jita. I think I'm not mining anymore. Wow. Really getting some frame rate issues. I would think that Eve would be able to handle this, or my hardware to be able to handle a couple clients of Eve. It's really looking like when running it in 4K that it's got some serious requirements. I'm going to find all of my stuff too. Okay. Here we go. Hello, Dirk. Ornid, it doesn't matter who fleet commander is if we don't have a fleet so big that we need one. Because we'd have to get multiple wings before we need a fleet commander. We're not going to hit that today. We're not going to end up with that many people. Are you required to get on TeamSpeak? Well, you should be able to listen, at least. You don't have to talk. Okay, and I've got a spreadsheet for this, which be able to see it at I think it's exclamation point ice sheet. Apparently I lost my other one. It disappeared, huh? I wasn't paying attention. Darn it. I went and flew off. So, just be wary that today we are going to run into minor gankers. I 100% expect it to happen. That we're going to run into some today. So, if you're not in a skiff or procurer, you need to be very, what I'd call fastidious on watching what's going on, who's entering system and such. I have war starting at 1500 today. It's only 2 hours from now, and all of my mining guys are going to be affected by that. So it's the same guy who was griefing me last time we did the mining. Oh my god, I got here and it's gone. Shit. We're about to run out of asteroids, I guess. Okay. So, yeah, I'm looking at this morning, and I'm wondering how this is all going to play out here. It's very disruptive to have a war deck on your miners. I thought my frame rate was a little low. Oh, whole thing's gone. Well then. Hey, I'll give you guys next system here.
Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Okay. Heading over there.
Welcome to the Dragons.
.mcl. Thank you for following. Welcome. Okay, just got one thing left to pick up here. And then this next system is actually a pretty hot system. So, guys all have to be on your toes.
Warp drive active.
There's multiple belts. When you get there, just choose one, announce it, and we can I'll meet you there.
Warp drive active.
Hello, Space Trucker Tom. Yeah. You know, I've not heard a single person talk yet. Have you guys been talking and I'm not hearing?
Nope.
Oh, there I hear somebody. Okay. So I guess my shit is working.
Greetings.
Hello, hello.
Warp drive active.
Okay, I'm in system getting set up.
Warp drive active.
We're mining, no talking. How do you join fleet? That's a really good question. Did I not? I didn't put the information into YouTube's description, did I? Hop into Live Shows channel, LIVESHOWS. And you can X up in there to get into Fleet. Okay. Let's see here. So, I don't know where everybody is, but FLK. We have at least some of us here, so nobody called out one, so here's where I went. Okay. Yeah, I'll have the boosts up here in just a second. I accidentally went to the wrong station. So we moved to another system where there's 2 more ice belts here, and so we'll get a few here. What I'll do here is in just a little bit, I'll grab everybody that's in local and get their names on the list here.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted. Warp drive active.
Ice mining can happen in high, low, and null. Yeah, just jettison the ore and then we're tractor beam it in. And then for those of you who haven't participated in one of the others, we have a spreadsheet, ! ice sheet in Twitch chat to see it, where put the numbers in, people in, and it'll spit us out information on payouts. And then I'll do payouts later today. This will probably be the last mining thing that I do for a little while, just because I need to reconfigure things to be immune to Wardex. And so I have the Wardeck that goes live in less than 2 hours, which means that I'm going to be nearly useless on this. What's causing the high-pitched sound? You mean my mining laser? I assume that's my mining laser. Let me turn my fancy mouse back on again.
Warp drive active.
The corp that you mentioned there, they have some high-sec locations. Apocalypse is, yeah, I had to make some changes. They've got too many war decks going on, and I couldn't get my industry stuff, so I exited Apocalypse. So I can see I'm going to have to make changes for frame rate issues. Yeah, frame rate's really sucking in the ice belt. So 2 ships here of mine you see is Charon and Skiff.
Warp drive active.
Okay, well, let's see what I can do to oh, no more missile trails. I don't know. See what happens if I turn off asteroid environments. Does it look different? Asteroid option requires reload of the grid at least. Okay. Well, it's acceptable for the moment. So, see what happens. Okay. Kind of even lost my mouse. It just gets so bright. That's why I've got this other cursor here. Using another application called YOLO Mouse to make this cursor on here, because the regular Eve cursor, I wouldn't be able to see it in here at 4K. The cursor size, I think, does not increase whenever you increase your other settings in Eve. So hello, the dumb guy. Okay. Take a snapshot of who else here. So whenever this belt ends, we'll head over to the other belt, but that's when I'll do a verification of everybody's names in here. Just got another war declaration against me. Awesome. Okay. Okay. So what I do is I put an X on the sheet that you're here, and then once we have a total, I just carried over the total so small from the other one that we did. I just carried that over, and so we've got a bit more ice in here, I think. How are we looking? Nope, we're almost done with this one. Okay. Okay. So as soon as the last one's done here. Oh wait, no, we have more. I was on the wrong setting. I didn't see all of them. We have a lot more in here. Okay. What does a war declaration do? It means that they can fight my characters even in high sec after 24 hours. They have to pay for the right to do that, to declare war. And I don't even know who these guys are. I haven't looked them up or anything. And so Philistos, you can't buy one of the rifters and ship it to Greece. No option for that. Sorry. There is no defense or escort today. The reason there's no defense escort is because I'm not in the Alliance anymore. I left the Alliance because they had several more war decks. And so making it very hard for my industry guys to do anything. So I left, and then apparently last night, yesterday, I didn't play Eve at all yesterday. I was just doing other things. It's actually the first time in quite a while that I haven't played Eve. And so anyway, it takes effect in hour and a half, which is going to cripple me for this operation. So it's the same guy that griefed us all show, that griefed us for what, 2.5 hours or so, the last time we were mining. So
Welcome to the
I
Dragons.
totally expect him to show up again. But I can tell you he's not going to get a kill on me.
Permission
It's just not going to happen.
Docking request accepted.
So I will shed the deck, which he knows exactly what that is. I just got to reconfigure a little bit to do that, and it'll be pretty easy to do. So, and I'm just going to set up everything so I can, you know, turn all my miners into, you know, standalone guys. I had them all in a corp for, you know, doing corp research and stuff, but all of my research projects have finished. And so I can shut down that portion of the operation. Yeah, so the only thing is that my guy who's got the epic boosts for these, he needs to be in the corp. So, but I have a second character that literally 30 days of training, and he can boost just as well because he's got almost everything that this other one has. Put him in an NPC corp. And then the whole fleet is immune. Also, there are some tricks. You can do things like put characters in a corp, start really long research jobs and such, and then exit them out of the corp, and they're running on behalf of the corp and not themselves specifically. And then you can join them back in later and then exit them out after you start more jobs. It's a little bit of work, but it can be done. So anyway, I'll reset everything up to do that. Fleet is several jumps from Jita. So, saw the vid of the new setup. Yeah, it's got growing pains though. There's a lot of little things to figure out. It's turned out to be way more difficult
Asteroid is depleted.
than what I had anticipated, which is okay. I mean, that's not like a problem or nothing, but it just you know. And just some simple things like figuring out that Eve does not work well on 2 monitors, 1 or 3. You know? And so, and I only have 2 4K monitors, and I really want the 3 monitors so that I can center everything properly and run all this stuff off the screen. And let's see here. If I can show this. See if this works. No, it's not working. Let's see here. Refresh that. There we go. So that's what it looks like running on 2 screens there. And so I want to put another one on the left-hand side so I can do all this other stuff properly. But now I'm finding out that, in all honesty, even these badass video cards that I've got are having trouble keeping up.
Welcome to the Dragons.
So Eve is definitely CPU limited? No. I mean, okay, so I run 7 at once on my laptop. So that seems to work out. I think that my biggest thing is really the processor load. The GPU, I mean. Got full. Just checking again, see who else here. Okay.
Docking request accepted. Warp drive active.
Turn off brackets. Yeah. Well, I'll just keep working on this and making little changes here and there. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to make sure my drivers are updated, and I'm going to do a little research to see whether or not if I were to replace the 980 with a 980 Ti, a second 980 Ti, and then SLI them, if I'd have overall better performance than the way I've got it set up now. Not just the performance increase of a 980 to a 980 Ti, because that's only just a little bit, but whether or not actually SLIing them together would help. So I am also going to figure out third monitor. I haven't figured out how I'm going to pay for it yet, but I'm going to figure it out. And I'm running on memory optimization settings. what is memory optimization settings? Yeah, potato mode is the way to go. I'm not willing to do that. I'm not willing to do anything less than 100% of the graphics on the show. And the reason for that is that Eve is so great to look at, and I've done a lot of things to be able to display Eve in any game in really high quality. And so I'm not giving that up unless I absolutely have to for performance. So no, not all the screens are running from a single computer. 3 of them are on the stream machine, which is a dedicated machine to do the streaming. And then another one is let's see. Yeah, Goody Two Shoes, she's already on the list, already checked in. So it's just not in alphabetical order from this point out. I'm just adding them to the bottom. So yeah, I'm committed to
The asteroid is depleted.
to really making this just the best possible experience on here I can, visually and everything. So wait a second. What is going on here? Okay. So Ear, why are you picking up loads? I'm wondering why I have hardly anything. Veer, shut down that MPU and please jettison everything. You've grabbed almost all of the stuff.
Warp drive active.
Okay, so I was wondering why I couldn't get everything, and that's because someone else put out an MTU. that's in the fleet and picked up everything. So, anyway, I'll come back in a bit. That just gonna take a whole bunch more time to collect everything, because I was letting it bake out there. Okay. Am I afraid of getting suicided? Ganked or whatever? I mean, yeah, that's definitely something that can happen out here. Definitely a concern.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Okay, we've got a looter out there too. I saw him just as I was docking up. Let's see, who are they? He was in a procurer and was suspect. Mini CSI. He's probably out there pinching loads. Wow, another one bites the dust, huh? Oh, is the belt almost done? For the last. Oh my god, look at all those cargo containers I've got to pick up. Sorry, but what a mess. They're all done. Okay, so now we've got a problem of somebody maybe looting all of our stuff. Problem is, it's going to take an hour to tractor all that shit. Well, maybe not an hour, maybe a half hour.
You, sir, rock.
Okay. Nomad, thanks for the host. Okay, okay, so can go over to the other belt. I'll do a final check here of everybody that's in system. And the other belt's still there. Yeah, you can go start operations in the other belt. Okay, we've got everybody here. All I have to do is collect everything. Why does it not have any cans next to it? Or does it? Can I just not see them? Oh my god, I have to fucking
Welcome
redeploy
to the Dragons.
I forgot about that. It hasn't been pulling anything in because once it gets shut off because there's a second MTU, you have to redeploy it. So it hasn't been collecting anything. I gotta go out there and redeploy it. So I've got a couple-year-old machine here, and I'm running 980 Ti for the video.
Warp drive active.
The other belt's pretty much done also. Okay, the next closest belt is 4 jumps out. I'll put it in fleet here.
You, sir, rock.
But we'll have to go check. We'll have to go check it to see whether or not there's even any. Whether or not there's anything there. So somebody will have to check that. So. PM Casey Man, thank you for hosting. Okay, well, I'm going to do my best. I'm going to collect all this stuff up and do my best here. Just leaves me pretty vulnerable sitting out here with the freighter all by myself. It's not a good situation to be in. No, I'm not calling a 980 Ti old. I said my computer is a couple years old. I have a 980 Ti and a 980 in here. So that other one, somebody's just got to check and see if there's even anything there, because I don't know. And it'll be a few hours before anything else appears. Yeah, look at all these cans to pick up. Holy shit. Look this up and see, are they all concentrated in one area? No. They're literally, well, I don't know, maybe they are a little bit. Okay, we're gonna pick this thing up. Go towards that. Move a little bit so that this hopefully goes a little bit quicker. What's weird is that we still have all the artifacts of the ice here, and usually those all disappear once once the belt is done. That's how you know the belt's done. Hello, King Kenny. Now King Kenny is giving us shit for leaving all the cans in space like this. I hope you're being facetious. Do we have people that are mining at the other belt?
Yep.
Aye. I don't know how I'm... Yeah, I gotta figure out how to... I don't know, it's probably gonna take me at least a half hour to pick up all of this stuff. Okay. What did I do to have Iron Bank put 120 billion bounty on me? He was just being friendly. I was number one bounty, and then some other people went up above me and being number one bounty, and he decided that I should still remain the number one bounty and kept topping the other guys and ended up putting probably around 120 billion on or something like that, maybe even 150 billion. So yeah, so my bounty is over 200 billion. So, okay. You don't know what skin to put on your Fenrir? I really like the blue and gold. I forget what it's called. Okay, we have red flashies in system. So, okay, so there's no, at that other place, there's no ice. Um, the next closest is these ones that I'm... There's 3 more systems that spawn ice. I put them in fleet. There are several more jumps out. Now, apparently, and I don't know why, but we have cargo containers here that are yellow to me, but some of them are white, all from the same corp. I don't know why that is, but I will not be able to pick up the ones that are yellow to me. I don't know how that happened, but there's both white and yellow cans from the same DCMI corp. Lots more red flashies in here.
Warp drive active.
Hey, so you guys got hit by a gank fleet? Yeah, that's why you work your way up to a skiff or procurer. Those are the optimal choice. And it's because they're so tanky. My skiff here, let's see what. Well, actually, I'm not going to show what my EHP is on here. I don't want somebody to do the math and figure it all out. Oh, fuck. We have a looter here. God damn it. I have a looter here if you want to warp to Tayla. I'm not sure what they're doing. They went to one of the yellow containers, but they're not the same corp as those.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Why is this not tractoring stuff in again? Did my tractor really stop? I don't get it. So
Warp drive active.
Um, well, I'm still trying to pick up all this stuff, and my MTU stopped. Which the only way to make it stop is to put out another MTU and have it grab something that's from the same same fleet, or cans that were set to free loot, and then both tractors fighting over the same thing, then it'll turn off. So yeah, even Sirion, even if it's full, it'll still pull the stuff in and just have it right next to it, so that it'll just grab them as I pull stuff out, and it'll just do it that way. Oh, there it's tractoring. Why was it looking like it wasn't? I mean, it honestly was looking like it wasn't. But I saw it just now tractoring, so maybe it is working. Yeah, it is. I don't know why it was sitting there looking like it wasn't working. Shaka. Yeah. Well, let's just say, a few challenges to work through. We'll get through it. As far as another system, so here's okay. So I had planned on going for several more hours, guys. The fact is, though, by the time we get to another system that has more ice, by the time we find one and we get everything moved there, and I've got all this stuff picked up, my war deck will be in effect. Effectively making this probably the last belt that I can do. And so it's not certainly not the way I planned it, but that is EVE. People can do this to you, and it's been done. So we have someone here that's in another Orca, which I could give lead to, or boss to, after I've picked up all this stuff. If you guys wanted to continue on, could find another spot. So, but that's going to be that. I'm going to have to switch to doing something else. I can't leave this really expensive equipment out here. Why are we putting more cans out? What is it we're doing? Oh, no. Oh, are you bringing cans from the other belt? I suppose if there's cans at the other belt and you drop them off here, that's fine. It'll all pan out. Oh, Black Suns. I'm the biggest Care Bear on Twitch since a while. Yeah. So I can tell you're highly educated and, come up with good insults like that. Okay.
Warp drive active.
Did Doom 2016 get my blood pumping? I enjoyed it, but I don't think I'm going to buy it. And that's just because while I had fun playing it, do I think that I would play it all the time? Probably not. So I would rather spend the $50 on something else like Eve. So. So, Theorex is a dragon. So, the Nomad, maybe they can use in fleet another trucker, but somebody's got to turn around and tabulate everything too. So I won't be able to do it. So, anyway, I don't mind. I mean, I don't mind. Yeah, thanks, Kebro. Payments will be out later today. So, hoping we can get everything picked up. That's what I'm assuming. And is there anything left over at that other belt? Do I have to go over there afterwards? Because I don't have a bookmark to it. Because that other belt's gone. I don't know if there's any stuff over there.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
How do I mean tabulate? Exclamation point, ice sheet. So that is what I'm tabulating with. Because we're paying out to everybody on that. Hey, almost all of these are head back out there. There was going to be too much there for me to pick up. So
Warp drive active.
Boss Sex, you like the in real life videos I do? Yeah. Well, Nomad, it's not about doing it for free. It's about that someone has to do it. If you guys notice on the sheet here, I did not put any of my characters in it. So I just left them out. So you guys will get a bigger share. Okay. You'll take 3 billion payout? Yeah, that would be nice, huh? Okay, well, I got everything. There's 3 containers here that were from someone that was in our fleet, but they're yellow, so I can't pick them up without going suspect.
Combo.
So, Johan Dagaru, thank you so much for resubbing 8 months in a row. That equals 80 gold to everybody here in your honor. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So, thank you, thank you. Okay, well, I picked up the rest of it. And now, did we have... I do not have a link for the other system, for the other... if we mined at that other
Warp drive
location, I
active.
don't have the bookmark for it. Are there cans? Does anybody know if there's cans sitting over there that need to be picked up? I'm really surprised we didn't get attacked in there. Very surprised.
Warp drive active.
Nobody's answering. I guess that means no.
I'm pretty sure we did it.
Okay. Okay, well, I'll go back and tabulate this up and figure out the payouts. So, let's see what time is it. It's 14:18. My war starts at 15 something. So,
Docking permission requested.
I think what I'm actually going to do, since
Docking
God,
request
that tapping noise
accepted.
means that my video's about to puke again. I don't understand. That's really weird how I can hear when the video's having problems. I think that that really what happens now is that I have a bit of work to do to reconfigure things for the war, and that's not necessarily something that I would show on stream. So, well, I can run ice fleets, but the problem is my guy who's providing the boosts has to be in space in an orca, and he's worth $1 billion.
Docking permission requested.
So,
Docking request accepted.
okay, 176 million. Wow, this is kind of a fail on this one today. $203 million. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 people being paid out. It'll be 14 and a half million to each person. I thought about just canceling the whole thing right before I'd known this war deck was coming up. I found out this morning, but when I logged in, I saw there was already people talking in live shows that they were sitting there waiting for the fleet. Oh my. So, not enough cargo space. Okay. So I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to just switch games on the show here. I think that's going to be the kind of the best course of action. I'll pay you guys out later today, and I think that switching games is going to be the best course of action, rather than sitting doing boring reconfigurations of things. I don't know, you guys all okay with that? So day-to-day, yes, World of Tanks. That's what I will switch to. So, okay. Well, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, thanks guys for the fleet.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Sorry it didn't kind of work out right. Next time we do one, I'll have all of my guys in NPC, booster everything, and that way we are not affected to any war decks, and that won't happen again. So, that is the plan. Okay, let's see here. Let me bring it up. For those of you watching on YouTube, it's going to mean a switch. You'll have to click on my name when the show goes off and then refresh in a couple of minutes to get the new show to come up. Yeah, it went south. That's okay. We learned from these things. So, so what's the lesson we learned is that if you're in a corp, your miners are very effect to war decks, and it can kind of take you out on that. So just call it education. It's okay. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, so NPC is the way to go on that. So we're going to do some World of Tanks, and as for the question on the lights in the background, I mean, they're just accent lights. Screens are bright enough. Getting connected up here. Getting my other guy docked up for his war deck. Okay. Okay, so let me change things over here. Hey, for those of you watching on YouTube, be back in just a couple minutes. Click my name down below the video, and then refresh the screen in about 2 minutes. I know, sounds really bad. Refresh the screen in about 2 minutes, and the new video will be on, or it may auto start playing up there. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah. So, end of the Eve portion of the broadcast for Switching Games.